May it please your lordship.
Yes, madam.
This is a writ appeal filed on behalf of the state, challenging the order passed by the single judge, directing us to redraw the merit list on the basis of marks secured by candidates under the EWS category from the TET 2018, and thereafter fill up the remaining posts of EWS in order of merit under the EWS category. Lordship, that is under challenge. If your lordship, I mean, it was agreed on the last date that it will be argued finally today. The in fact, your lord,
people of 2023 exam because of the pending litigation, we are now being affected. These are 2018 people. There's no carry forward as it is done for the other vertical reservations. In EWS, there's no carry forward. Now they are treating that something which was not in existence in 2019, which came in 2019 by way of the constitutional amendment, should be applied retrospectively for the 2018 recruitment. And those posts which now have been advertised, well, every year there have been four different, 18, 19, 22 and 23, 4 different recruitments have taken place. They're saying the first one, but because we qualified, there are two things now. There's an eligibility test which had a duration of 1 year only initially when the new rules came in 2018. That everybody who wants to aspire to become a high school or a middle school or a primary teacher in the state of Uttar Pradesh has to qualify that eligibility test. One. Now, initially they said the eligibility test duration is only 1 year. Subsequently, government extended, okay, once you give the eligibility test for 3 years, if the vacancies are there, you can be considered. Now they say it's a lifetime thing. Once you pass it, it's a lifeline, something like NET or SLET, which is there, that you have that qualification. But from 2022 onwards, they have said that you'll have that, but you'll have to face a selection process also. So we are such candidates who have qualified this process of this qualifying process. We have the adequate required number of marks. As also we qualified the selection process. We were about to be issued our appointment orders. Come 2018 people and this litigation ballot which has stopped everything.
And they belong to which category?
They belong to EWS.
Seats of EWS of 2018 when the concept of EWS itself was not born.
But the entire recruitment of 2023 has been stalled.
Just regarding EWS, this to be applied retrospectively.
Yes, they want it to be applied.
They wish that the EWS
To be applied retrospectively.
an amendment has.
Sorry?
Petitioner, the contesting risk,
Right.
not the intervener.
Right.
The fact situation is totally different as the interveners are putting.
No, in fact, your lordship, if the matter could be heard finally.
Under the rules, my lord, there is this eligibility test. Initially, the validity of eligibility test was 2 years, my lord.
Yes.
When the process started, my lord, there was a constitutional amendment bringing about EWS.
Right.
The state of MP, my lord, brought about its state amendment and created a category of 10% of EWS.
Right.
But, my lord, it maintained the 60% clearing marks, my lord, benchmark.
Right.
Later, my lord, when the process was going on, state brought about another amendment
Oh.
reducing EWS to 50% eligibility to bring in line with SC, ST, OBC and EWS, 50%.
Oh.
And simultaneously increase the validity of the life of the selection, that eligibility test, initially 2 years to 5 years and then made it lifetime. It is like a stenography test, my lord. I have 80% speed per minute. It remains lifetime. So this eligibility test, my lord, under the rules say that the recruitment will be done in phases. Once all those who appear at one time eligibility test, the recruitment will go on in phases. Now, by the time EWS was incorporated by the state government, my lord, they said retrospectively it is being done in our case.
Oh.
And hundreds and thousands of appointments have taken place. So it's incorrect to say that we want to get it retrospective. It has already been made applicable by the state during the process. That is undisputed. Now, I'll show the document. I'll show the document.
It was a month later, the state government will not took over that. Let me continue.
We'll show the documents, my lord. that the state applied EWS by doing 2-3 things. Not one, bringing about state amendment. Number two, increasing the life of the selected.
State,
Number three,
just
In fact, Your Lordship, it is the appeal by the state.
I'll give the dates. Lordship, may just kindly note the dates.
The state amendment is of 26th of July 22. 20, if Your Lordship,
I will come to you, but no more running.
it is the state which is the appellant in the matter.
Sorry, you can't disturb like this.
No, absolutely.
Your turn, yes, you can speak, but not in this fashion. Which date the state amendment?
Milord, the exam was held, I'm just giving the prior date also.
Yes.
Exam was held on 29/12/18.
29th,
12/18
12, 18,
was the exam, Milord.
right,
EWS constitutional amendment was 12/1/90.
12, 1,
90.
90.
After, Milord, about 12 days after the exam. Milord.
right.
The state government brought about its amendment on 24/12/90.
24, 12, 19.
This was followed by amendment in the rules
Hmm.
dated 26/7/22, reducing the benchmark to 50% to bring it in line with SC/ST OBC.
Right.
26/7/22. Now, during this time, the process was going on.
Listen, you,
No.
just a second, just a second. You are talking about the exam dated 29/12/2018?
Yes.
Right. So therefore, you have nothing to do with this exam?
Yes. Absolutely.
Because- just a second. आप पे भी applicable वही होता है running commentary.
जी. I apologize.
He can just wait for that. This is not the way to argue and maintain the decorum. Listen, this whatever the amendment that is in prospective in nature, right?
No.
So therefore, your this amendment cannot be applicable for the exam which already started in 2018, 29,
But here is the case.
right?
The state government
Hmm.
applied EWS category midway the process.
Cannot be.
They have.
If-
Appointments after appointments have already been made.
Right.
Controversy arose, my lord.
Yes.
Let us give in the nutshell what was the controversy, what compelled us to approach the court.
Yes.
My lord, the rules and the notification says, my lord, that the appointments will be in phases after that eligibility exam.
Hmm.
It will be in steps. First phase, second phase. The government appointed many EWS candidates in the first process. And my lord, at the time of second process, instead of my lord carrying forward
This-
those
Just
vacancies,
this exam was for what purpose?
my lord, it is for assistant.
That eligible to
High school teachers.
teacher and
Full middle
that is
primary.
TET,
Teachers eligibility test.
right?
So this is a one-time test, my lord, with a lifetime validity. And the number of posts
But-
advertised.
But listen, whatever you can't get benefit of the.
But that's what our case is. The government will not what it did after applying
So-
EWS will not in the process.
Show us government notification that it will be applicable retrospectively.
Look, there is no notification, but we have.
If there is no notification, you have nothing to do with this one. Yes, subsequently after the amendment, if they reduce the benchmark from 60 to 50, that will be applicable subsequently.
But they have government will not
Hmm.
applied 50%
If
reduced
if
criteria.
applied, wrongly applied then.
Then the government has to.
Yeah,
respond.
government has to reply to.
Government has to
Yes,
respond.
who is appearing for
And
this?
our case was.
I'm appearing for the
You're
government.
appearing.
I'm appearing for the
Yes.
state, Your Lordship. And then Your Lordship may kindly have the chronology of events that I've marked along with my writ appeal, Your Lordship. That is the first writ appeal. That is at item number 30. At page 2.
Page?
Page 2,
Yes.
which is a brief chronology of events. It also gives a list of dates. Now, all the relevant dates, Your Lordship, are mentioned here. I will, as I speak out the dates, I will also refer to the respective annexures. Now, Your Lordship, it begins with the recruitment rules of 2018, which were published in MP's, which were
Advertisement is dated 11 September.
the first this is the advertisement for the teacher eligibility test. That is for the qualifying examination, which was in 2018 for high school teacher eligibility test. The EWS reservation was notified by the central government on 19th of January 2019. There is a DOPT circular thereafter, Your Lordship, 31st of January 2019, on which we are placing heavy reliance to show that the EWS category cannot be filled up subsequently if there is unavailability in the first recruitment here. So they cannot be that EWS vacancy cannot be carried forward to the next recruitment here. Subsequently, Your Lordship, on 10th,
Just read that.
where in any recruitment year, any vacancy earmarked for EWS cannot be filled up due to non-availability of a suitable candidate belonging to EWS, such vacancies for that particular recruitment year shall not be carried forward to the next recruitment year as backlog.
Yes.
This is Annexure A4 at page 29. Thereafter, Your Lordship, the high school teacher eligibility test was conducted on 10th of February 2019. On 2nd of July 2019, provision for EWS reservation was made by the General Administration Department of the State Government. And the rules of the recruitment rules of 2018 for recruitment of teachers was amended on 24th of December 2019, which is Annexure A5 at page 37.
Right.
Now, this provided 10% reservation for the first time it was introduced, the 10% reservation for EWS in the recruitment rules. But the qualifying percentage for the EWS was 60%, or 60% or 90 marks. Now, none of the petitioners or the writ petitioners or the respondents herein qualified at this time. None of them had marks above 90 or above 60%, and therefore they could not be considered for the EWS reservation.
But madam, my question is, because this is the advertisement dated 11th September 2018. 11th September. Process started 11th September 2018. And this amendment is
24th of December.
24/12/2019. How you are concerned with that 29th, sorry, this 11th September 2018?
No, 11 September 2018, Your Lordship, with due respect, that is only for a qualifying examination, which is in the nature of selecting, filtering candidates for the purpose of.
Very right. EW was not even taken birth.
Yes, at that
Right?
time it had
That
not,
is
but
the question. How can you apply on this one?
no, it was subsequently introduced by way of amendment in December 2019, and at that time the selection process had not even started. The selection process in fact started, Your Lordship may kindly see the next date, which is 29th of December 2019.
Yes, madam. Why you have come in the appeal?
I'm sorry?
Why you have come in the appeal in this matter?
Your Lordship may kindly have the order passed by the learned single judge. What has happened, Your Lordship, if paragraph 18 may kindly be perused at page 25 of the writ appeal. Now the compilation.
Paragraph 18,
18.
page 35.
So the direction is that both these petitions can be disposed of, directing the respondents to prepare a subject-wise merit list on the basis of marks.
You are referring to include order.
Yes, the
order under.
this is Annexure A1 at page relevant at page 25.
Para which para?
Paragraph 18, Your Lordship.
18.
Now this reads, Your Lordship, thus both these petitions can be disposed of, directing the respondents to prepare a subject-wise merit list on the basis of marks secured by the candidates under the EWS category who had secured more than 75 marks in the eligibility test, which was conducted in the year 2018, and fill the remaining posts strictly in order of merit under the EWS category subject-wise.
Right.
Now, this impinged upon the recruitment of 2023, by which time there had been a change in the process, and now a selection test was required to compete in the and for the purpose of and participate in the recruitment.
Your challenge is this one. When we were putting questions,
Ji.
if this advertisement is even before the amendment and not applicable, you are saying no, no, no.
No,
We were helping you, rather that's why I asked my brother whether she is for the appellant or she is defending the appellant.
She's the agreed
no,
party.
I'm the agree for the
She
reason,
is
for the
a-
reason.
You are agreed party, we were with you, but you are denying, no, no,
No.
no.
No,
So
in
that's why
fact,
we were wondering whether you are here for the appellant or you are supporting the case of the other side.
no, I'm not. I'm not supporting the case of the other side. Your Lordship may kindly have.
Very beginning, and they also submit, because this advertisement is of September 2018. Amendment came in 2019.
Yes.
How on this advertisement, this EWS category can be applicable? This is what
Your
we are
Lordship, if that is how it is being interpreted, then we have no cause to be aggrieved at all.
Take down. Notice issued,
May I just read?
will issue notice, thereafter will fix for reading. Notice issued, so accepts notice.
No, Your Lordship, notice has already been issued, Your Lordship. In fact, it was to be listed for hearing.
Finally,
Now, what has happened?
what is the
If I may,
Is there any interim order or not?
if I may humbly submit, Your Lordship, there is an order.
Filling up the post were directed to.
Right.
And there was a direction, and the state has consented that they will not do it till the final disposal. And therefore, order.
That
Where is that order? There is no order.
there is no.
So we'll fix for five.
Your Lordship, if I may,
That is what the order is.
if I may most humbly submit, Your Lordship may kindly have the order dated 27th of June 2024. There was 27th of June 24 and 29th of April 24, there was a stay of the impugned order. And on 27th of June 24, there was an order that whatever process is being conducted by the appellant for filling up the post, that would be subject to final decision of the writ appeal. So I'm praying, Your Lordship, that we may be permitted to issue the appointment orders. All the
You may be permitted to.
issue appointment orders for the process for the subsequent years. For the subsequent years, these are 2023 selections. In fact, if Yeah.
That is the subsequent year, means which year?
2023,
जवाब आप करें।
it is for the
लगे तो कुछ आएगा इधर कोई क्या बोला किसी
it is for the recruitment year 2023. Now since the process has changed, in fact, all the respondents did participate in the 2023 selection test also. None of them qualified. Only one probably has qualified and others are either not qualified or in the waiting list. So all of them have also participated in the 2023 recruitment.
regarding 53 appointment. Yes. Where is the bar and where is the?
No, there was an oral observation by the honorable. There was an oral observation, Your Lordship. It was not recorded in the order sheet. We were orally directed to hold the further selection process by not issuing appointment orders. So I'm praying, Your Lordship, in compliance of 27/6/2024, we may be permitted to issue the appointment orders. Everything would remain subject to even the appointees subsequent selectees are also before Your Lordship as interveners. They are aware of the proceedings that is going on. They are aware of the risk that they are also taking. It would be subject to final outcome of the.
Posts which are to be filled up by us.
But listen, madam, in this case, what they said, it is made clear that whatever process is being conducted by the appellant for filling up the post, that would be subject to final decision of the writ appeal.
Yes, that order was there, but subsequent to that, there was an oral observation by the then
In addition
honorable
to-
court subsequent to this order. And therefore, the orders could not be passed. I'm praying that a similar order as 27/6/24 is passed, then because all these interveners are already before Your Lordship. They are aware of the proceedings that are going on. They know that it would be subject to final outcome.
Take down. In order dated 27th, what is your name, madam?
Janhavi Pandit, Additional Advocate General. Janhavi Pandit, Additional Advocate General.
So, Janvi Pandit, now the Pulsar hearing on behalf of the appellant, has drawn the attention of this court to the order dated 27th June 2024, whereby this court made it clear that whatever the process is being conducted by the appellant for filing of the post, that would be subject to final decision of the writ appeal. Stop. She further submit that orally this court directed the appellant. What directions were given?
Not to issue the appointment orders in furtherance of the selection list.
In furtherance of this.
Selection procedure of 2023. 23.
Since the issue of the selection of 2023 is not the issue before this court, therefore respondents are at liberty to issue appointment for the year 2023 for the after the year 2019. So whatever the process, you can go ahead.
Great.
Rest we will see to it. Yes, yes.
The posts are the same.
Sorry,
The posts are the same.
which court?
The posts which the single bench has directed to be filled are the same posts which have been added in the
But
2020.
listen, if they issue appointment, they will mention in that this will be subject to the
Subject.
outcome of that.
Multiple.
No, but
They are already-
no. Listen, multiple litigation would be if in the appointment letter it is not mentioned. Once it is mentioned, they know the fate. If something had happened in the petition, accordingly they will out from
With this only understanding, my lord, my lord.
the
No
process.
process. That.
She could say, my
No,
lord.
this is concerned here, it's okay, because that is writ appeal is pending. And we'll fix this appeal also on a short
As
date.
I respectfully submitted, my lord, the concerned years remaining vacancies are being now added to the vacancy of the current exam.
Cannot be. This cannot be carried forward, keep in mind.
Yes, that's
The same, my lord, the
Cannot
subsequent posts,
Oh, sorry?
the posts which the honorable single bench has directed to be filled up by the petitioners are the posts, amongst others, they have been added to the 2023.
But how can they add?
Because there are 100 posts, 10 are vacant.
Is there any carry forward system applicable in EWS category?
No.
If that is not there, then how can you?
Assuming there were 100 posts of EWS,
But
10
there are-
remain vacant.
The presumption may be 1,000.
No, but the
We
fact
can't
is
go
that,
by that.
the fact is that the posts being filled up in 2023 are the posts, many of the posts of, the recruitment year for which there is a direction of the single bench. And with that understanding only, this honorable court had said that don't fill up those posts, otherwise that will create
Just
further
we'll
complications.
fix this issue. Just we'll leave this shorted. List the present petition appeal on make it 12th November 2024 in the for final hearing at motion stage. The parties are directed to file written submissions with case law right upon within 2 weeks from today.
Yeah. Grateful.
Yes.
अलर्ट इसमें 2018 की पोस्ट थी, यदि 23 में दे देंगे तो 18 के लिए क्या बचेगा?
क्या बचेगा?
18 की पोस्ट थी 23 में फॉरवर्ड करेंगे।
18 की पोस्ट पे तो आपका क्या लेना देना?
सर हम 2018 की ही कैंडिडेट
नहीं, आप कैंडिडेट 2018 के लिए हैं
जी,
तो 2018 में ईडब्ल्यूएस था ही नहीं।
2018 में नोटिफिकेशन आया
नोटिफिकेशन हम यही बता रहे हैं इतनी देर से,
जी,
उसी बात को आप रिपीट कर रहे हैं। 2018 में ईडब्ल्यूएस कैटेगरी वाज नॉट देयर।
ठीक
2019 में नोटिफिकेशन आया।
ठीक है,
नोटिफिकेशन कैन बी फॉर प्रोस्पेक्टिव पर्पसेज ओनली, राइट? उसके बाद अगर कुछ होगा प्रोसेस एंड यू आर क्लेमिंग यू आर राइट in the pursuant to the advertisement of September 2018, when even EWS amendment was not there at all.
2018 में नोटिफिकेशन, सिर्फ नोटिफिकेशन। 2019 में रोस्टर आया और रोस्टर जब आया तो उसमें ईडब्ल्यूएस कैटेगरी थी। 31
एग्जाम कब हुआ इसका बताइए? दिसंबर में, दिसंबर 2018। और अमेंडमेंट कब आया आपका?
31 जनवरी 2019
19 में।
जी,
तो तब तक आप नहीं थे पिक्चर में?
रोस्टर में है ईडब्ल्यूएस कैटेगरी।
किसमें?
जिस टाइम नोटिफाई हुआ उस टाइम की लॉ देखी जाए।
रोस्टर के बाद।
रोस्टर के बाद रोस्टर के बाद ईडब्ल्यूएस की पोस्टें भरी हैं।
फिर उसमें आप रेट्रोस्पेक्टिव कैसे क्लेम कर सकते हैं?
Government decides.
Sorry?
Government.
The government done it wrongly done it. It is not available. पता नहीं.
Very large number.
We'll see to it. We adjudicate if it can. Yes.
Just 2 minutes.
Yes.
Now, what has happened that the recruitment examination was held in year 2018.
Mm.
The vacancies, 17,000 vacancies were advertised at that time.
Right.
And admittedly, our EWS category was not.
Right.
In the year 2019, when due to 103rd amendment, when the EWS category was introduced in as a section, Article 16, sub-article 6. Thereafter, the state government took a decision. All those posts which were advertised in the year 2018, out of that, please have a look. There is a document. Government has filed that document. The government earmarked the vacancies of EW categories for that 2018 recruitment. And they, the 15,000 vacancies for the purpose of counseling were advertised. And out of those 15,000 vacancies, 1,300 vacancies were reserved for EWS category. Now, out of those 1,300 vacancies, the government filled up 554 vacancies out of those 1,300 vacancies, and remaining 655, around 655 vacancies were remained vacant for the EWS category. Now, the petitioners in these cases were those candidates who were in EWS categories, they were called for counseling, but they were not appointed. It was made, the claim was made on the ground that the vacancies in the 2018 recruitment earmarked for the EWS category have been kept vacant, but the government is going ahead for the recruitment in 2023. And that is how the land single judge passed the order that first you should fill up those vacancies because you have the vacancies, you have the selected candidates in the select list. So first those appointments should be made. And therefore, the matter that direction was passed. Now, if I can just draw to attention that Malak should kindly find, there's an application for intervention. And along with that, this right to, under Right to Information Act, the government issued a letter. Malak, may just permit me to read this.
Yes.
Government has given out the details, Malak. The government says in that letter, this is for Lok Shikshan Sanchalaya, this is by the Commissioner of Public Instruction, and it is addressed to the Joint Director. Now it says प्रदेश की शालाओं में शिक्षकों के रिक्त पदों की पूर्ति हेतु उच्च माध्यमिक शिक्षक एवं माध्यमिक शिक्षक पात्रता परीक्षा 2018 का आयोजन किया गया। इस पात्रता परीक्षा के परिणाम के आधार पर स्कूल शिक्षा विभाग द्वारा दिसंबर 2019 में विज्ञापन जारी कर नियुक्ति की कार्रवाई प्रारंभ की गई। इसी प्रकार जनजातीय कार्य विभाग द्वारा जून 2021 में विज्ञापन जारी कर शिक्षकों के रिक्त पदों की पूर्ति की कार्रवाई की गई। एक ही परीक्षा की मेरिट के आधार पर दोनों विभागों द्वारा नियुक्ति की कार्रवाई पृथक पृथक किए जाने से कई अभ्यर्थियों का दोनों विभागों में चयन हुआ। इन अभ्यर्थियों के द्वारा विभाग में ज्वाइन करने के पश्चात दूसरे विभाग में चयन होने पर त्यागपत्र देकर दूसरे विभाग में ज्वाइन किया गया। इस कारण विभागों में रिक्त पदों की पूर्ति नहीं हो पा रही थी। अतः उच्च स्तर पर यह निर्णय लिया गया कि उच्च माध्यमिक शिक्षक को नियोजन अंतर्गत शेष रिक्त पदों की पूर्ति हेतु दोनों विभागों की संयुक्त काउंसलिंग की जाए। संयुक्त काउंसलिंग अंतर्गत स्कूल शिक्षा विभाग एवं जनजातीय कार्य विभाग के पदों की पूर्ति हेतु दिनांक 30 सितंबर 2022 को विज्ञापन जारी कर संयुक्त नियुक्ति की कार्रवाई प्रारंभ की गई, जिसके अंतर्गत उच्च स्तर पर यह निर्णय लिया गया कि ऐसे अभ्यर्थी जिन्हें स्कूल शिक्षा विभाग अथवा जनजातीय कार्य विभाग द्वारा पूर्व में नियुक्ति प्रदान की जा चुकी है, उन्हें शाला आवंटन का अवसर नहीं दिया जाए। यदि ऐसे अभ्यर्थियों ने किसी कारण पूर्व में पदभार ग्रहण नहीं किया और पदभार ग्रहण करना चाहते हैं तो पात्रता मेरिट के आधार पर विभाग में ज्वाइन करने का अवसर प्रदान किया जाए, जिस विभाग द्वारा पूर्व में नियुक्ति आदेश जारी किया गया। देन देश से उपरोक्त अनुसार here they have given out the breakup that out of these just kindly see the government has filed we have filed a reply in WA 818 of 2024. There we have pointed out annexure R7 is the document. This is advertisement on 29/12/2019. There the government has given out the total number of vacancies are 15,000, and out of that 1393 vacancies are reserved for the EWS category. So it's not that that because notification came in 2019, but government took a decision that this will be applicable to 2018 recruitment, because after 2018 the next recruitment started in 2020.
We'll see to it. We are not convinced. We'll see on the next.
May I add one more important thing, my
Hmm.
lord? Just kindly hear me
Yes.
for a moment. But you see para 9 of the single bench judgment,
For
main
that one.
question was put by the single bench to the state.
Listen, we'll put for a hearing.
But the
And
only
we'll,
concern was, my lord, if the posts are filled up, although with a note that.
no, that will be subject to. That will be subject to.
Para 9 may be.
Mr. Kaushal, there is no purpose. Sorry, we are not convinced. Next one. लग रहा है कि बैटरी लगाई हो गई।